Hey Aquas, Island Turtle here. Welcome to BOMISpirit. This is your monthly intuitive messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, or Stellium, or if you're just drawn to this reading and you don't know why, welcome. Hello. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. If you do resonate with this reading, there's a link below for part 2. Sorry, words all of a sudden got really hard. There's a link below for part 2 to watch on Vimeo, or you can watch all the part 2s on Patreon. Suddenly words got very, very difficult with you, Aquarius. I don't know why that is, but it is. I haven't done readings in quite a long time. If you are new, I've been gone for about 6 weeks, recovering from some physical stuff. But I am here, and I am testing the waters as far as doing readings again. So we're going to see how this goes, okay? Aquas, I just want to dive right into it. So let's dive right in. I only did one other reading before you, which was Cancer. And for Cancer, they had me pull out a crystal. And for you, they had me do the same thing. Excuse me. Amber. So they had me pull out this amber stone. It's really resin. It's not really a stone. It's resin. This is Sumatran amber, if I'm not mistaken. Amber is really good for the heart chakra. Also really great for the crown, particularly this one. This is also called blue amber or Sumatran blue amber. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it comes from Indonesia. So I thought it was interesting they wanted me to pull this one out for you because it's not very aqua. I would normally think like a high frequency stone for you, but with this recommendation for you, we're just saying like, this is probably more where Aqua's at right now, or it could help Aqua right now. I feel a lot of grounding is in order. A lot of centering is in order. It feels like you're about to do a lot in your physical reality. Aquas, you tend to be very, what's the word? Well, you are very much a part of physical reality, like the rest of us. You got a lot going on internally. you normally got a lot going on up in the head, just in your inner knowing. You are Aquas, you are the aliens of the zodiac as far as I'm concerned, and we love you for your uniqueness, and you remind everybody to be unique. And Aquas in particular, I think you're going to go through a very interesting time this year and for the next 20 years, because Pluto being in Aquarius, but also because this year is a very liberating year. It's a year that's very emphasized around the voice, and being our unique selves, especially with North Node being in Aries and Jupiter moving into Gemini. Very, very emphasized on who we are, expressing who we are, and sharing that with others, and that is very Aquarian. We did just have the new moon Aquarius. Happy birthday, Aquas, by the way. And I feel like this brought a lot to the surface for you. I think it brought a lot of ideas that you just want to act on. That's honestly what I'm getting. That suddenly it's like, you know what? I've done this for a while. I've played by the rules in ways I haven't wanted to, and it just feels like it's time. We also have had the Chinese New Year as well, moved into the Year of the Dragon, and I think you're just very in tune with these shifts, at least the Aquas that I'm tuning into, and I feel like your focus is now on what can I change in the physical reality, and how can I do it now? How can I do it now? That's what I'm getting for you. So this stone coming out, I think, is just an indication of, yes, Aqua, let's do that, but let's center it. Let's ground it. Let's do it. Let's make changes in the physical reality, but let's do it from the heart, and let's do it from the crown, and let's do it in a grounded manner. Some of you, there's this pull to ancient wisdom, ancient knowledge. Some of you may even be pulled to herbalism. Ancient wisdom of plants is coming up for some of you. I think a lot of you are also about to go into some sort of education or just taking some new classes. I can feel that for you too, Aqua. Like, if I'm going to go and make these changes, I need to know how to make these changes. So I'm going to go and take some classes. Can feel that. Yeah, so that's just what I'm getting for my Aquas initially, but let's go ahead and pull some cards for you guys, okay? We're going to do some Oracle cards, and then for part 2, we're going to do some classic tarot, but let's do this. There's a couple decks I wanted to come out with you as well. Interestingly enough, Power of the Elements. And I was like, of course, because I feel all this earthy energy with you, or like needing to really tune into earthy energy. I'm like, the elements. The elements want to work with my Aquas. Feel a little bit of magician energy with that too, which is kind of cool. Anyway, all the decks that I use are linked below for your convenience. Aqua, Aqua, Aqua. I feel like you're really focused. I feel like you're like hyper focused here. Oh, all right, they're stopping me. Aquas. I can feel an annoyance with you. I can feel this annoyance of all of you wanting to be focused on these changes you want to make, these changes you are so ready to implement. But I feel like you're also still engaging in other things in your external reality. And I'm feeling more like people, maybe like family obligations or friendships or partnerships, things like that, that I feel like are part of the reality you're actually trying to get away from, or certain things you're maybe trying to get away from. I just feel a little bit of like a friction there. Like I want to do these changes, I want to do these things, but it's like you're doing this and you're doing that. Not necessarily bad. I just feel like having both is annoying you. I just got to be honest. I feel like having both is annoying you. Do what you want with that, free will and all, you know? It's not bad, it's not good, it just is. Grow and fulfill, perfect. Acknowledge the energy that feeds you. This is actually a card, even though it's an air card, which I always thought it was kind of strange this is an air card, because this is about dropping into the heart. This is a card about being very aware of what nurtures you, what nourishes you, who you are, and what you want to do. So feeling all these things of like things you're doing and obligated to that you actually are getting annoyed with because they might conflict with these changes you want to make. So maybe there are some choices that need to be made here, Aquarius. Almost called you Cancer. Might be some choices that need to be made here. Because are they nurturing you? Are they nourishing you? Are they providing support for the changes that you want to make? Whatever these obligations are, circumstances are, it just feels like external things that, yeah, that like you're obligated to or tied to that are not part of the changes. So something to keep in mind there, Aquarius. Are we pulling any more? No, they said no. Okay. So grow and fulfill. Grow and fulfill. Spellcasting also wants to work with you. So we'll pull a card from spellcasting as well. Any messages for Aquarius? The heart. They're bringing up the heart again. Because remember what I said too about Amber. Amber is really great for the heart chakra. And this also is about the heart, even though it's an air sign card. So it's actually kind of the perfect card for Aquarius because you are also like the water bearer, right? So it's like you're very air-like. You are an air sign. You're the master of air, actually. But you also have this really beautiful like sense of emotional, I don't want to say detachment, but where you can observe emotion, but you don't get overwhelmed by emotion, right? So it's like the air and water energy, and you kind of have a little bit of the air water energy. So just kind of interesting, very interesting. Anyway, moving on. But the heart, they're really bringing up the heart here. Might be a need to maybe lean into a little bit of compassion. I'm getting a little smidgen of that. Especially if these external things are people related, you can find balance with all of this, or even cut away these obligations with a little compassion. Aquarius. Aquarius. Oh. Reconciliation. Okay. I just feel like it's about getting in touch with, reconnecting to environments and people and habits and lifestyle choices that nurture and support the changes you want to make. Some of you, these changes may even involve reconnecting with something or someone from your past, like something you used to do or someone you used to be very involved in or talk to a lot. That could also be part of the course here. Some of you, it could even be like needing to mend a bridge with somebody because there are changes you want to make and you're realizing maybe something about yourself, maybe some personal growth that needs to happen as part of these changes, and reconnecting with this person or mending that bridge will help facilitate that. There's all kinds of ways this can manifest for you personally. It's up for you to make that choice and discern that for yourself because you are the masters of your own life. Okay? I'm just the messenger here. Okay? Either way, this is about supporting and nurturing your personal changes and the changes you want to make in your physical reality. Full circle. What is this full circle about? Interesting. Some of you, these changes are just about you coming back to yourself. That's a huge theme here too for the collective, actually, and that came up in Cancer. Chiron conjunct the North Node is really supporting all of us in that, and I wanted to talk about that in an Island Turtle Talk episode. I haven't recorded it yet because there's some things I want to talk about that are not spiritual related that I actually want to do more research on before I go ahead and talk about it. But New Moon Aquarius did have that flavor of Chiron conjunct the North Node that we're going to experience until February 19th, when Chiron conjunct the North Node in Aries peaks out. That's the day it reaches its climax, which is also on my astrology calendar. If you want the astrology calendar, it's also below. It's on Teespring. Anyway, coming back. So full circle. These changes will also enable you to reconnect with yourself, who you really are. You are the masters of being your unique self, and you teach all of us how to do that. But in order to show other people how to do that, you need to do that for yourself. There's a sense of rising to the occasion that wants to come with that too. A little bit of a assertive energy that wants to come out of you. It might come out in interesting ways, but I can feel that assertiveness that wants to come out. So anyway, grow and fulfill and reconciliation. Let's go ahead and pull some other cards for you guys, okay? Where are we going next? I'm feeling the animals, just like not what I expected. I don't know if I want to go with the animals. I used Dreams of Gaia deck with Cancer last time, but that deck doesn't want to work with you. Interesting. Okay. Sorry, talking to me. Midnight Magic. We're going to go with Midnight Magic. Come here. Aquas, aquas, aquas. Ooh, I know I haven't used this deck in a bit. Any messages or insights for Aquarius? Keep in mind these readings are timeless in general, even if I talk about current astrology. It feels, yeah, I keep feeling this like full circle with yourself. I keep feeling this reintroduction to yourself. Yeah, and some of these obligations have been getting in the way. Just calling a spade a spade. I feel like some of you are not liking the fact that I'm saying that. Or if you're cross-watching, you're not liking the fact that I'm saying that about someone you know. Just doing my job. Anything else for Aquarius? The sun. Sun is illumination, happiness, joy, bliss, new beginnings, births even. This feels like illumination to me. It does. It feels like immense clarity on how to become more harmonized with yourself, how to really nurture you, Aquarius, and what you want to do and what you want to change and whatever growth you want to experience, and really not wanting anyone to get in the way of that. But it's illumination of that, but there's also joy here. I really want to emphasize that. There is joy, even if there's other flavors of getting annoyed at certain things that maybe you do need to change in order to facilitate this, like certain obligations in relationships or lifestyle choices, what have you. It's still very joyful. It's still a very positive realization. Oh, yeah. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This question of investment of your time, investment of your loyalty and your obligation. That's what Knight of Pentacles is about. Knight of Pentacles is the right-hand man. A lot of people keep talking about the Knight of Pentacles like he's slow moving and he's overly cautious. It's Virgo energy, but the Knight of Pentacles is in some ways even like a gateway card, like like a gatekeeper. Thank you. That's where they want to come through. It's the person that you would put the most trust in because they are the most predictable, they are the most reliable, they are the most ride or die. That is the Knight of Pentacles. We're talking about that level of obligation and investment in your time. That's the thing about you, Aquas, right? That I think a lot of people can respect. You don't really fully put yourself into something unless it's like it's of that caliber, right? And this is you wondering, oh, I might need to shift that. I might need to shift where I put that. Am I even really loyal to this anymore? Do I want to be loyal to this anymore? Do I want to be devoted to this anymore? And also it's reciprocal too. Does this thing or this person or this situation or this job or this friendship, whatever it is, this way of life, this way of being, does it actually take care of me just as much? Some prioritizing happening, Aquas. Anything else for Aquarius? Whoa. Explosion. Five of Pentacles. Yeah. I'm hearing the word starving. I'm hearing the word starving. This could be financial struggles you've been experiencing, Aqua. A feeling of a rut, a feeling of isolation, a feeling of people do not get me. You're an Aqua. Most people might not really get you, and that's also kind of your gift. But anyway. But this is definitely I don't want to say struggle. It's a starved energy. It's starved. That's what I keep feeling. It's starved. You're going to realize what lifestyle choices, what relationships, what environments, what kind of jobs, food even, insert here, thought forms, are actually starving you energetically, foundationally, financially. You're going to realize this. Some of you are also going to realize certain people that you put a lot of stake into, like as a friend, are not really your friend. They're not really there for you. They don't really care about you. And it's only going to help you further reestablish your connection to self and reliance on self. It doesn't mean you shouldn't rely on other people. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't be open to other people. That's not what I'm saying. This is just you getting very, very clear on what and who and places and lifestyle choices really take care of Aqua and not starve you. Okay? I feel like some of you are going to be facing some, how do I want to say this? Humbling truth as far as like scarcity mindset is concerned. Ooh, energy. Yeah, as far as scarcity mindset is concerned, fear is concerned, greed, interesting, greed. Where greed is concerned, this could be your own shadow. Yeah, this could be your own shadow in relation to that, or people you're dealing with and they're mirroring it back to you, however you want to look at it. But I'm getting themes of that. Let's see what else wants to come out for my Aquas, and then we'll probably move on to part 2. Lots of stuff to change here, Aqua. Ooh. Man. Wow, I thought those would be the 2 of Cups. It's the 2 of Wands. We have 2 of Wands with the 4 of Wands in reverse. It's almost like you're looking at 2 very different paths here, and you can already see where one is going to take you, and you're like, I need to stop right now and do a 180, or need to like do a detour or change course here. It's like one path is leading you to the 4 of Wands in reverse. Instability, really. It almost feels like actually leading to like, what's the term here? Like no outlet sign. like you're going, and you're like, okay, I'm pretty much like leaning towards the left here. I've been going left, and then it's like something about this new moon Aqua or recent energies is making you realize I'm about to hit a no outlet sign, and then a dead end. Oh, that's the word, dead end. But it's interesting when I'm just saying no outlet. I don't know why that feels so Aquarian. There's a change of course happening here for you, Aqua, but that's because you're seeing something. The light bulb is coming on about what has been starving you, not nurturing you, or who has been starving you and not nurturing you, or whatever habits that you've been indulging in that have been starving you, not feeding you. Overall, we have Temperance in reverse. Ooh. Knight of Cups in reverse. The inappropriate lover card is my Knight of Cups in reverse. It doesn't have to be romantic. That's just what that card is for me. So it's like, it's somebody who doesn't really know how to give or take emotionally in a healthy way. They could be very numb and closed off. They could be very insensitive, or they could be very emotionally manipulative, right? It's like kind of like these buckets and realms of things, right? And Temperance in reverse. Let's just chop this up to imbalance of emotionally giving and receiving. Okay, that's not really present. That's not really here. Some of you, this can even translate to a bit of a closed heart chakra or imbalanced heart chakra coming up again for my aquas here. Okay. This light bulb can come on. How do I want to say this? There's a way to say this. I really want to say, if you get in tune with your heart and get very honest with yourself about your own shadow, but also how you give and receive emotionally. Interesting. And is that conditional or unconditional? Or the people you deal with, the way they give and receive emotionally, is that conditional or unconditional? There's a mismatch going on here about you and who you are at your core and how you're operating in these external circumstances versus how you want to operate. Aquas, I feel like you want to operate unconditionally. I feel like you want to operate in a way where, again, nurtured, and you are getting reconnected with self. That to me says open in the heart. That's what that says to me. There's something about the way you've been giving and receiving emotionally, or who and what you've been giving and receiving emotionally with, that has been fueled by conditional giving and receiving. That's like greed. That's like fear. That's like scarcity mindset. Like this for that kind of a thing. I'll show up for this if I get that. Like it's that kind of stuff. So it's very clear. Light bulb. Wow. We're going to get deeper into this, Aqua, in part 2. But it's very clear. Big changes. Big changes on the table for my Aquarius. And this might even, my Aquarians, this may even start from just like a feeling of my life does not feel nourished. My finances are not okay. It might even just start from there, and then bigger picture comes into play. The big light bulb comes on of, oh, this is why I've been experiencing this, because I'm giving and receiving conditionally or not fully, right? And especially with the self, if you can't like give or receive to yourself and take care of yourself in that way, how can you do that with other people? Or if you are only engaging conditionally with people because that's how they are, how can you experience unconditional giving and receiving in your life if that's a parameter in your reality and in your relationships, the conditional, right? It's literally like, I want to be unrestricted, but I'm engaging in a restricted manner. It's a mismatch. Anyway, I think you guys know what I'm getting at. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. So I'm going to go ahead and get into part 2. If this is where we depart, I hope you enjoyed this reading. And if you are joining me for part 2, I will see you over there on Vimeo or Patreon. Again, links are below. And take care, Aquas. Bye.